Welcome to English Podcasts. Relax and enjoy your listening practice.
I used to think singing was one of those abilities you either had or you didn't. Some people opened their mouths and music came out, while the rest of us learned very quickly to keep our voices low at birthday parties and karaoke nights. I was definitely in the second group. But singing is much more physical than it looks. When we sing, air moves from the lungs through the vocal cords, which vibrate and create sound. Small muscles change their length and tension, helping us control pitch, while the tongue, lips, breathing, and even posture affect the final sound. And that means singing is not simply about having a beautiful voice. It requires surprisingly precise coordination. The interesting part is that many people who sing badly can actually hear the correct note perfectly well. Their brain knows where the voice needs to go, but the muscles controlling the voice do not always reach that target accurately. It is a little like throwing a ball. You can clearly see where you want it to land, but knowing the target and controlling your movement are two different skills. There is a smaller group of people with something called congenital amusia. They have difficulty with musical perception itself and may struggle to hear relatively small differences in pitch, sometimes even a semitone. For them, improving through normal practice can be much harder because the problem begins with hearing the musical difference, not only producing it. For most bad singers, though, the situation is far less permanent. Researchers suggest that difficulty controlling the voice is quite common, and practice can improve that coordination. Singing in the car, following songs at home, joining a choir, or working with a teacher can gradually train the voice, just as repeated movement trains other parts of the body. What stayed with me most was not the biology, actually. It was the idea that many people stop singing because somebody once told them they were bad at it. Maybe it happened at school, or someone laughed during a song, and from that moment they became discouraged. But if coordination improves through repetition, avoiding singing becomes exactly the thing that prevents improvement. I think that changes the way I hear an imperfect voice now. Being unable to sing beautifully today does not necessarily describe your ability. Sometimes it simply describes your experience so far. And perhaps singing was never supposed to belong only to the people who already sound good.